Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. So in today's video, I'm going to be covering the second part of my absolute favorite products of 2020. In my last video, I went through all of my favorite makeup products of 2020, and that was already like a half an hour video. So I decided to separate out all of my non-makeup, just beauty favorites of the year into another video, and that's what this video is going to be about. So if you missed my last one, definitely go check that out so you know all my makeup favorites, but these are some beauty favorites that have just soared to the top of the list for me this year and I absolutely love. Okay, the first product I don't actually have in front of me right now, but I am wearing them, and they are the Kiss Presson Nails. This is day 7 of these nails. They don't look perfect, but they look pretty good for $5 press-on nails. I can get 2 different sets out of one kit of nails, and they last me about a week, and I'm pretty hard on my nails. Like, I have a toddler, really testing them throughout the week, and these last really well on me. I like the French style the best because they go from white to clear, so it's really forgiving. I find the ones that are all one color look kind of fake because you can really see where the nail starts and ends. Whereas with these, it's almost clear at the bottom, so there's a little bit more of a soft transition between your finger and your nail and the fake nail. Obviously, especially in the beginning of this year, we weren't able to go to nail salons. Nail salons weren't even open, and I wanted to find another solution to still have my nails look nice in quarantine, and I found that this is a much cheaper, much more time efficient way to have your nails look like they have been done at a salon for, I don't even want to say half, like a quarter or a fifth of the cost, and this only takes me about 5 minutes. So even though nail salons are back open, because life is so busy and crazy, it's really hard for me to find an hour or 2 hours to go get my nails done in a salon, and it's really nice to have this option right at home for a really affordable price. So huge favorite for me this year. All right, next up is my absolute favorite skincare discovery of the year, and it is empty. And this is the DHC Cleansing Oil. I go through these like hotcakes. I absolutely love these. I think that they are the most gentle way to double cleanse, especially in the winter time when you want to get all of your makeup off and you want to cleanse your skin, but you don't want to use like a harsh makeup wipe that's going to really irritate some already dry, chapped skin. Something like this is really moisturizing to the skin. It very gently breaks down all of the makeup and hydrates your skin at the same time. And then once you rinse that off, when you go in with your cleanser, you're not going in with your cleanser on already stripped tight skin. You're going in with your cleanser on skin that's just ready to be cleansed and nice and hydrated. I've tried so many oil cleansers, melting balms, micellar waters, and this is my absolute favorite way to remove my makeup before I cleanse every single night, and I absolutely swear by it. It's a little bit more on the pricey side, but it lasts me a really long time because you don't need a whole lot of the product. I just use one pump, and I can go to bed every single night knowing that I've gotten absolutely all of my makeup off, which is a huge deal for someone with acne prone, sensitive skin. Next up is another favorite, I think inspired by 2020 craziness and quarantine, and this has been in my collection for a while, but it's certainly never been used as much as it's been used this year. And this is the L'Oreal Magic Root Cover-Up. Again, when hair salons were all closed, I was in a world of trouble because my hair is really dark. This is my natural hair color, and I have grays coming in. It's genetic in my family that grays come in really early, and against this color hair, grays stick out like a sore thumb. It's like black and white, and it's really obvious. During quarantine, when I needed to have my hair look nice, I could just spray this on my roots and it looked like I just got my hair done. I like this because at-home coloring can make me really nervous, and something like this, I know even if I screw it up, when I take a shower, it's gonna rinse right out of my hair, so it's very low commitment with giving you that same result of one cohesive look at your root. All right, next up, I don't even know what this is called. I will link it down below. I got it off of Amazon. It came in a pack of 2. It just says a flash moment. This looks like it's gonna be a brow gel or a mascara, but it's almost more like an oil-based paste, if that makes sense. But I don't wanna say paste because that makes it sound thick and gooey, and it's not at all. It's very thin. but this has been a postpartum hair lifesaver for me. I had some hair loss a few weeks postpartum, and then I had additional hair loss when I stopped breastfeeding, which was when she was almost a year. So right around when my daughter was 6 months, and 6 months after I stopped breastfeeding, I had all of this regrowth that looked like little horns. It looked crazy. It was everywhere. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get it to lay nicely, no matter how I blow dried it, no matter how I straightened it. And this product was a lifesaver for me. It's like a glue that will glue your hair into place if you've got those wings or just a lot of breakage. So whether, like I said, you've been dealing with breakage or postpartum hair loss or any other type of hair loss, and you've got that awkward regrowth, a product like this is a super affordable way to get that hair to lay flat and look nice for a long period of time. All right, next up is a sunscreen that I really loved this year, and this is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Face Mist Sunscreen. This has an SPF of 55. I love this because it's an after makeup spray. I put on an SPF of 40, I think it's 44, every single day underneath my makeup. It's one of the first things that I do as a part of my morning routine. And then I put my makeup on for the day. And every sunscreen that you see says to reapply every 2 to 3 hours. And I personally don't know anyone that's rinsing off their makeup, reapplying their sunscreen, and then putting their makeup back on. So on days where maybe we have plans in the afternoon to go to the park or to do something outside, and I have my sunscreen on, but it's from maybe 7 a.m. in the morning, it's probably not protecting my skin as well as it was in the morning. Something like this is awesome to have. I keep this in my diaper bag actually, and if I'm gonna go to the park or do something outside with my daughter in the afternoon, I will just spritz this all over my face and my neck, and it adds additional protection to my skin. It's oil free and it goes on like a really fine mist, and it doesn't ruin my makeup, but it gives me peace of mind knowing that I'm doing my best to protect my skin. I wouldn't say that I would use this all on its own as my only SPF, but like I said, I always apply one in the morning anyway, and this is just for when I need to amp it up a little bit more and add that extra protection for the afternoon, or when I feel like my sunscreen isn't protecting me as well as it was. All right, next up we have some brushes to go through. I have an eye brush set and a full brush set that I want to talk about that have been huge standouts for me this year. And the first, and I don't have all the brushes here, they're scattered around different bathrooms, who knows where they all are. But the first set is this BH Cosmetics Marble Luxe brush collection. I think that's what this is called. Beautiful brushes. I made a whole video on these that I will link down below if you want to see every single brush in detail. I will link that video down below. But I know buying drugstore brushes is really overwhelming for a lot of people. There are just so many to choose from, and you're not sure kind of what you need to build up your brush collection without going overboard. And like I said in that video, I think if you're looking for one set to buy, this is the set. It's the most cohesive brush set that I have personally purchased and the highest quality one. This has you covered from face products, both for liquid and powder, as well as eye brushes for full-blown eyeshadow looks. The only brush that this is missing that I would recommend adding to this collection, if this was all you had in your collection, would be an eye pencil brush. That's the only thing missing from this collection in my opinion, but there's not a bad brush in here. All of them are extremely high quality and they cover all of the bases. Not to mention, I mean, how beautiful are they to look at? You've got this rose gold and marble detail here at the bottom. Stunning brushes and super high quality. And then for eye brushes, I think all of these are dirty. These have been my favorite eye brushes of the year, and they are from Alter Ego. I didn't know much about Alter Ego except that they had Natasha Denona eyeshadow dupes, but I tried these brushes and these are so comparable to high-end brushes, if not exactly the same as high-end brushes. Brush number 3 is this huge, very fluffy brush that's great for blending out like transition colors that you want a wash of all over your crease. And then they have this one, which is like a MAC 217 brush, just your classic blending brush to get more detailed work in the crease. This pencil brush, this packer brush, another blending brush, this kind of set, I'm telling you, it is magical. And I choose these eye brushes, especially the big blending ones, over any other blending brushes in my collection. I'm glad that I kind of ventured out and tried these brushes because they did not disappoint. And then kind of on the same note of makeup application, I'm embarrassed of how dirty this is, but it's because I've been using it every single day, and it's this Sonia Kashuk face sponge. Again, if you're kind of going on with the theme of the marble, these all look beautiful together on your vanity. But it was a toss-up between this and the e.l.f. Total Face Sponge in terms of my absolute favorite sponge of the year. But I think this one just slightly pulls ahead. It is so soft and so durable. I've washed this so many times and there's no flaking, there's no breakage, there's no tears on this sponge, but you'd think that it would tear really easily because of how soft and delicate it feels on the skin. It's shaped like the Real Technique sponges where you have this little flat area here, the back side is round, and then you've got the pointed side for blending out concealer and detailed work. And there's just no other sponge that blends out my foundation, blends out my concealer quite like this one. It's gorgeous to look at, and what more can you want out of a sponge? And that is everything. Those are all of the kind of beauty, non-makeup beauty items that I have found myself using weekly, if not daily, and I absolutely love them. So I hope you got something out of this video. I'd love to know if there's any beauty gadgets or products that you've fallen in love with that maybe we could all try and also fall in love with, so definitely leave those in the comments below. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.